Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your March 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, for this reading I'm using the Universal Tarot deck along with the Secret Language of Animals Oracle cards and then also the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, very interesting reading, Taurus. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the High Priestess. And this is what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of March. So with the High Priestess, listen to your intuition, obviously. Trust your instincts. The High Priestess is a very mysterious woman. She likes to play her cards close to her chest. So, I mean, some of you could be maybe, you know, making plans, keeping them to yourself. Let's see what's underneath the High Priestess. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, which is what I call that warrior spirit. Very passionate, courageous energy here. So some of you are maybe fighting for something that you want, or you are very passionate about something that you want. You would fight for it. There could be something that, you know, you're manifesting, something that you're desiring, something you're very passionate about. With the High Priestess, you know, maybe you're making some moves. You could be keeping, you know, the details to yourself or your plans to yourself. Overall, though, listen to your intuition here in the month of March. Right at the center, I do have the Ten of Wands crossed by Death. So with the Ten of Wands here, it is a 10. So 10s represent cycles that are completing. Some of you maybe have been dealing with a situation where, you know, maybe you feel overwhelmed by something or weighed down by something, stressed out, but you're dealing with it. With the Ten of Wands, this person is dealing with it. They're not dropping this heavy load. So some of you maybe have a lot going on. You might have a lot on your plate here right at the start of the month. And with death, you know, with death is great change. It's a very powerful energy. So maybe some of you are trying to manifest some great change within your life. Now, maybe you work 2 jobs, or maybe you work and you have a family, but yet you're trying to move house or change careers. With death, it's a great change. It's something's changing in your life. It'll never be the same. There could be something ending, but with death, there's always a new beginning. So moving house, changing jobs. So some of you might just have a lot going on here right at the start of the month, but you are in this process. Even if it's unfolding slowly with death here in this position, it might be that you're in this transformational process and it's not happening super quickly. But you will get through this. So just try to hang in there, stay positive here, because you are going through something major here. At your foundation, I have the Eight of Swords. So this is that mental energy. Some of you could have been worried about this, stressing about it, fearing the worst. But with the Eight of Swords, this is you worrying unnecessarily here. And it's at your foundation. So for some of you, it can still be an ongoing energy, but for the most part, this is behind you. So again, just try to hang in there, stay positive. With death, you are going through some sort of great change. With the Five of Wands, in the more recent past, there could have been internal or external challenges that you were dealing with. For some of you with this combination, this is internal stuff. Internal stuff that you're overcoming. Fear for some of you. Overcoming, you know, any sort of challenges within yourself, Taurus. But it also can be, you know, jealousy, competition around you, you know, you clashing with someone. It can be very insignificant, petty things. And what's interesting is we have the Tower crowning you. And so with the Tower and Death, Taurus, I mean, many of you that I'm reading for today, you are going through some sort of major life change. Now, I just want to mention with the Tower, it's not automatically negative. I just want to make that clear. It can go in either way, either direction here. But you will get through this here with this energy. Absolutely. The Tower's crowning you. So the Tower crowning you in this position can represent enlightenment. For some of you with the High Priestess here, it absolutely could be spiritual in nature. There could be some Taurians that right at the start of the month, because we have the High Priestess, the Tower, and then Judgment here, there could be a spiritual awakening, some sort of realization that's taking place here. And it could be something that's definitely going to help you maybe get through this situation. The Tower, for me, both of these cards obviously can represent the sign of Scorpio. So there could be a Taurus-Scorpio connection. And if I remember correctly, with Scorpio's monthly reading here on YouTube from the month of March, but then also their Vimeo Love Tarot forecast for March, I believe that came up very significant in the Scorpio readings. That Taurus was coming up quite a bit. So, you know, I definitely could be reading for some Taurians that there's like a Taurus-Scorpio connection, or maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. But then for other Taurians, you know, I feel like this is something major that you're going through. Your life is changing. Absolutely. And maybe a lot is going on all at once for some of you. You have a lot on your plate. Also, the Tower for me can always represent a building. So, of course, there could be some Taurians, like I mentioned, you could be moving house, but yet you know, work full-time, have a family, you have other responsibilities that you're taking care of at the same time. And then coming up in the near future, around the second week, we have Judgment. So this could absolutely be you hearing the call for action. Again, some sort of spiritual awakening for some of you. Knowing what you need to do next, Taurus, and then taking action, moving forward. Maybe some of you are making a very important decision here. A very important decision, maybe in regards to this move or in regards to this great change. Judgment is a healing energy. It's a very powerful energy. For those of you that did go through a difficult time, you're rising up from that. If the Tower for you was a little bit negative, you know, you are going to heal. You are going to recover. You are rising up from that time, Taurus. So stay positive. We have this emotional energy here in the position of your power. 5 of Cups. Pain, sadness, loss, regrets. For me, it's generally a very pessimistic, down and out sort of energy. It's an emotional energy. So I think that some of you could be doubting that something's going to work out well for you, Taurus. And then for other Taurians, you know, this could definitely be some emotional energy that you're dealing with, feeling challenged, needing to heal emotionally, needing to see things from a more optimistic standpoint. And then in the position of how those around you are viewing you, and that can be those closest to you, we have the Queen of Wands. So that's quite interesting because we have this down and out, low energy, but then people are viewing you as this high energy. I see the Queen of Wands as, you know, someone with high energy. She's optimistic, she's creative, she's outgoing, very passionate. So if something is bothering you, for some of you, you could be keeping it to yourself, keeping it all bottled up, which is never good, which that would be what the High Priestess would do. So some of you, you know, maybe needing to express yourself, needing to communicate, needing to spend time with friends and family. But people are viewing you as the Queen of Wands, which I also see her as a manifester. So again, you're going through this change, and some of you are making it happen. And then we have the Two of Wands in the hopes and fears, which is you could be hoping for a decision, hoping for lots of possibilities, Taurus. This is you very focused on the future, making those plans for the future, hoping to maybe execute some of those plans, hoping to walk down a new path. And then energy that you're leaving the month of March with, we have the Knight of Wands, which is travel, which is movement, forward movement. So those of you that are moving house, it could be happening at the end of the month. Maybe some of you are preparing and you know, getting things ready here at the beginning of the month or throughout the whole month, and then it could be happening here right at the end of the month. Knight of Wands can absolutely be physical travel, but it's also you excited. This is a knight who's enthusiastic, he's passionate, he's excited, he's charging forward, he's taking action. There could be messages coming in at this time, information that's coming to you, that's inspiring you, and this is you moving forward. So it's interesting how people see you as the Queen of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands here, which is someone who's fired up, someone who's outgoing, someone who's going for it. But yet we have this Five of Cups. So not all of you are going to deal with this Five of Cups energy, but if you are, you know, I feel like needing to vent and maybe get things off your chest, needing maybe a little bit more of an optimistic point of view, Taurus. But let's do some clarifying here. First, let's take a look at the Tower. We'll take a look at the Tower for Taurus. Clarifying the Tower for Taurus for the month of March. All right, there's Judgment, wants to come out, so I'm going to take it. And then let's take a look at this Five of Cups for Taurus. Clarifying the Five of Cups for Taurus. All right, so looking at the Tower, we have Judgment again, we have the King of Rods, and then the Two of Swords. Very interesting. Some of you might have a very important decision to make. If not in regards to, let's say, a Scorpio, in regards to maybe a fire sign person. So Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. The Two of Swords is a card of non-action. It also can be someone who's not open, they're closed off, they're feeling stuck or at a crossroads, and they're unable to listen to their intuition. But with Judgment here, which is a very spiritual energy in my eyes, again, some of you could be having some sort of awakening, knowing exactly what you need to do. So maybe previously feeling stuck, but knowing here at this time what it is that you need to do here, having some sort of awakening, some sort of moment for some of you. And it very well could be in regards to a fire sign person, or again, I see the fire sign characters as, you know, manifestors. They make things happen. So in regards to taking that next step. And then looking at the Five of Cups, we have the Five of Rods, which you have the Five of Rods in the recent past. We have the Five of Rods, the Emperor, and the Eight of Cups. So conflicts with maybe an older male or someone who has some sort of power or authority over you, that's a possibility. But if that's the case with the Eight of Cups, it's you're focused on the future. You're moving on. You're over it. You're leaving it in the past. Some of you might feel a little sad or down about it, but I still feel like you're moving on. You're over it. Now, it could be with an Aries because we have the Emperor and the King of Rods. But also the Emperor's a 4. So again, your foundation, a home, your job, your security, your stability, challenges maybe on that front. But again, the energy will shift. You need to stay positive, Taurus. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. What else does Taurus need to know for the month of March? And this is the Secret Language of Animals Oracle cards. It's a beautiful deck. If you love animals, I think you'd like this deck. It has wonderful energy. Taurus, what else does Taurus need to know for the month of March? Taurus. There we go. And there's actually 2 cards here, Taurus. And then I'm also pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card, but over on Vimeo I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of March, and that link is below. Taurus, there we go. Wow, lots of additional guidance for you guys here. 2 cards. Okay, so the first card we have is Elephant, Honor, Empathy, Responsibility, and Cooperation. So, for some of you, again, what can help you is not bottling things up, maybe working with another person. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Working with a friend, or maybe a friend is helping you. Cooperation might be in order as well. Some of you, this might be a situation with a boss or your husband. And then we also have White Rhinoceros, stability, confidence, steadiness, and abundance. So stay confident, stay strong, Taurus. You're an earth sign, so you are normally someone who's very steady. You're a builder, you're a creator, you're a hard worker. So, you know, maybe some sort of teamwork is in order here to reach your goal. But again, you're going through this great change. I think that you need to stay positive. Then looking at your love life, we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Along with playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So some of you, you know, definitely could be falling for someone, could be flirting, having a lot of fun, maybe going out with this person. And I definitely recommend that. This will be something that's really good for you. Have fun. Do things that take your mind off of this. If you are questioning your feelings for someone, there you go, Taurus. If you're in a relationship, have fun. If you want to re-spark that passion, have fun with your partner. Play around, flirt with your partner here in March. Yeah, so I hope that you found this reading helpful, Taurus. If you are not subscribed to me, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I do wish you all a wonderful month. Take care.